And Dave, this is the second and final day, talks focusing on migration. What in particular will they discuss?
So in particular, they're talking about the crisis at the Belarus border. So the EU is accusing Belarus of using migrants as weapons, purposefully sending them over the EU border as retaliation for the sanctions that the EU adopted against Belarus for what it says was a fraudulent presidential election last year. So the controversial proposal from 10 EU countries is that the EU should start funding a border wall, at that border between Belarus and Lithuania and Poland. That is obviously controversial. It's sounding very Trumpian, and so a lot of prime ministers have a big problem with this. However, we saw Austrian Chancellor Sebastian Kurz, the new Chancellor of Austria, give a impassioned defense of the border wall. It was interesting because, of course, his predecessor, Sebastian Kurz, was known as being very hard right on this issue. It looks like the Austrian government is going to continue that line. And there were other non-border states that seem to be backing this idea. But it is very controversial. I haven't heard any EU leaders speak out strongly against this idea of a border fence or a border wall, specifically at that border with Belarus. So we'll see as the summit ends today and the leaders come out of their meetings what they'll say about this idea, because for sure every prime minister and president is going to be asked about this idea of a border wall at the EU's eastern border.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. Dave Keating reporting from Brussels.